on a minute, your entire intellectual framework, your philosophy of life is that life is about suffering, and about pain, and that the manly, strong, dignified thing to do is to accept that pain and suffering and battle through it and learn from it, and that the coward's way out is to try and take drugs
No, I've never said that. I've never said that. And as a clinician, I mean, look, if you're a viable clinician, you encourage people to take psychiatric medication when it's appropriate. And many people in my practice were helped to a tremendous degree by antidepressants. I was. They were unbelievably helpful to me and to other members of my family. It isn't useful to allow your suffering to make you resentful, even though you have reason for that. And so part of the battle, people are hurt badly by their lives in all sorts of ways, and becoming bitter and resentful about that means that you start to cause extra suffering in yourself and in your family members and in your community, and that's not helpful. It's not helpful. And believe me, I mean, I've had plenty of temptation to become resentful about what's happened to me in the last 2 years with my wife's terrible illness, and with my daughter's illness first of all, and then with my wife's illness, and then with mine, and I've certainly had my moments where I thought it was torturous, because it was unbelievably torturous, because I was in agony and with an indeterminate prognosis, but certainly one that indicated that this would last for months and months and only slowly recede, months and months and perhaps years. I was shut off from my family, except for much of this time, and among strangers who didn't speak my language. And at the same time, I had this plethora of opportunities sitting in front of me, none of which I was able to access. Like, I love my wife and my kids and my grandkids, and it was like a nightmarish, surrealist novel. I had all this waiting for me, all this life I'd put together so carefully, and it was constantly dangled out of my reach. I was completely consciously aware of that. The condition I developed made it impossible for me to live at home. So I was divorced from my profession, from all the things that I was working on, and from everybody that I loved. I had plenty of reason to become, like many people do, to become bitter. It's not helpful.